In the hushed corridors of academia, where the silence is only broken by the rustling of pages and the tapping of keyboards, lies a realm of darkness that few dare to speak of. These are the true tales of college horrors, whispered in the dead of night and passed down from one trembling student to the next. Gather close, for what follows are tales that chill the soul and make one question the very fabric of reality. It was a particularly stormy night when Sarah, a freshman at the local university, moved into her dormitory. The rain lashed against the windows like desperate fingers, and lightning illuminated the gloomy hallways in brief, eerie flashes. Sarah brushed off her unease as mere nerves, but as the night wore on, she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. In the darkness of her room, Sarah tossed and turned, trying to find sleep. That's when she saw it, a shadow, tall and ominous, lurking in the corner. Frozen with fear, she watched as it seemed to pulsate with a life of its own, growing larger and more menacing with each passing moment. Terrified, Sarah fled from her room, seeking solace in the communal areas of the dormitory. But there, too, she found no respite. Other students whispered of the shadowed halls, of strange noises in the dead of night, and of figures glimpsed out of the corner of one's eye. Sarah soon learned that her dormitory was built upon the site of an old asylum, long since demolished but said to be haunted by the tormented souls of its former inmates. And as the nights grew longer and the shadows deeper, she couldn't shake the feeling that those souls were reaching out to her, desperate to make their presence known. In another corner of the campus, there stood a building long abandoned, the former residence of a reclusive professor rumored to have dabbled in the occult. For years, the building lay dormant, its windows boarded up and its secrets hidden from prying eyes. But when a group of adventurous students decided to explore its decaying halls one fateful night, they unwittingly unleashed forces beyond their comprehension. As they ventured deeper into the building's labyrinthine corridors, they stumbled upon a door unlike any other, a door that seemed to emanate an otherworldly aura. Ignoring the warnings whispered in the shadows, they flung the door open, eager to uncover the mysteries that lay beyond. What they found inside would haunt them for the rest of their days. The room was adorned with arcane symbols and strange, pulsating orbs of light that danced in the darkness. And in the center of it all stood a figure shrouded in darkness, its eyes gleaming with malevolent intent. Before they could flee, the figure spoke, a voice that seemed to echo from the depths of the abyss. It warned them of the consequences of their trespass, of the horrors they had unleashed upon the world. But it was too late. As they fled from the building, they could feel the very fabric of reality unraveling around them, the boundary between the mundane and the monstrous growing ever thinner. Room 333 was infamous among the students of the university, a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred and the echoes of past tragedies whispered in the night. Legend had it that decades ago, a student had taken their own life within its walls, consumed by despair and anguish. Since then, room 333 had stood empty, its door locked tight to keep out prying eyes. But when a new student, Alex, found themselves assigned to the room, they brushed off the warnings of their peers. They were a skeptic, after all, unafraid of ghosts and superstition. Yet as the days passed, strange occurrences began to plague Alex's nights. Whispers echoed through the darkness, and shadows danced upon the walls. Objects moved of their own accord, and the air grew thick with a sense of unease. Desperate for answers, Alex delved into the history of room 333, uncovering the tragic tale of its former inhabitant. But the more they learned, the more they realized that the past was not content to remain buried. As the hauntings grew more intense, Alex found themselves drawn into a nightmare from which there seemed to be no escape. And in the heart of the darkness, they came face to face with the tormented spirit of room 333, its eyes burning with a rage born of endless suffering. In the quiet solitude of the campus library, Lily stumbled upon an ancient tome hidden deep within the stacks, a book of forbidden knowledge said to hold the secrets of the universe itself. Drawn by curiosity and a thirst for understanding, Lily pored over its pages, heedless of the warnings etched in the margins. And as she delved deeper into its mysteries, she uncovered a ritual said to grant its practitioner untold power and wisdom. Eager to test the limits of her newfound knowledge, Lily performed the ritual in the dead of night, surrounded by flickering candles and the scent of incense. But when she gazed into the mirror at the heart of the ritual circle, she saw not her own reflection, but something far more sinister. The mirror showed her visions of a world beyond the veil of reality, a world of darkness and despair where malevolent entities lurked in the shadows, hungry for souls to devour. Terrified, Lily tried to break the connection, but the mirror held her gaze captive, drawing her deeper into its depths. And as she stared into the abyss, she felt something stir within her, a darkness that threatened to consume her very soul. In the end, Lily managed to break free from the mirror's grasp, but the experience left her forever changed. Haunted by visions of the otherworldly realm she had glimpsed, she vowed never to dabble in forces beyond her control again. As the tales of college horrors spread throughout the campus like wildfire, fear gripped the hearts of students and faculty alike. Some dismissed the stories as mere superstition, the product of overactive imaginations and late-night study sessions. But others knew better, recognizing the truth hidden within the shadows. For in the echoing halls of academia, where knowledge and ignorance collide, there are forces at play far beyond the comprehension of mortal minds. And though the brave may seek to uncover their secrets, they do so at their own peril, for the line between curiosity and madness is thinner than they dare to imagine. So gather close, dear reader, and heed the warnings of those who have walked these haunted halls before you. For in the darkness of the college campus, where the whispers of the past linger and the echoes of the dead refuse to be silenced, there are horrors beyond imagining waiting to be discovered. And once unleashed, they may never be